Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Local to Me, where we talk to local businesses and we talk about local things and we talk all things local. So, it's March 1st, guys. Are we excited about that? Anyone? No? Everyone's just like, no.
I don't know where February went.
Yeah,
I don't
me
know
either.
where January went.
I forget, I always forget that February only has 28 days, So then, this morning, I was putting up a post about our Empower tickets. We're supposed to go on sale March 1st, right?
Yeah.
So today.
That's today.
So I'm sitting here posting. I'm like, they're going to go on sale in a couple of days. Then I realized, oh, no, it's today that they go on sale. And so I hadn't even put the link. I hadn't fixed the link or anything for it yet. So I had to really fast go and get all that stuff, but it's up. So for those listening, Empower
March
2023 is happening May 18th, but they are on sale today. March 1st. And you are not going to want to miss it. Women out there. I mean, and men, I don't discriminate. If you want to come, please do. But it's a full day of just fabulous women speakers talking about our theme this year, which is stories of resilience. And it's a lot of good food, a lot of good fun, a lot of laughs, probably some tears. It's just a good day. So right now tickets are $99. They go up to $125 April the 8th. So you want to get them before then. Get them when the early bird time is, is here. Get them. And then also our Lead On Summit. We are halfway sold out for that. So
Man,
I know, right?
you just posted,
and we just posted that 2 weeks ago. So Lead On Summit's a small business summit that is happening March 30th. We have 6 speakers coming out to talk about different aspects of business. This is really there for you, small business owners, entrepreneurs, startups. If you're just trying to come out and get some encouragement, get some ideas on how to move your business forward in 2023, you're going to want to come out to this event. So if you are a CVABC member, their tickets are only $75. And if you are not a CVABC member, they are $99, which is still great price for a full day seminar. And that includes your breakfast and your lunch and some goodies. I think we're going to have little goodie bags we're going to be handing out. So you're going to want to get those. So go to our website, cvabc.org, get signed up for all the things. We've got so much going on. Also, we have a job fair coming up April 14th. That is going to be at the Lynchburg CVCC campus at Merritt Hall. And if you are out there, if you are hiring, if you're looking to grow your team and you want a booth, definitely contact us. We want to get you set up. The great thing about this event is that not only are we very centrally located in Lynchburg, where it's set up at, we're on the bus route so people can come out and get, information. We're also going to be there for students that are, visiting CVCC's campus. We're going to be putting it out to Liberty, which is basically right across the street, to come over and find out about, ways they can get employed, whether it's for the upcoming summer or, long term. So we're going to want you to come out there and then talk local to me. It's going to be broadcasting live from the job fair.
April 14th.
April 14th, yeah. So thank you to Woody because Heather boo-booed really bad and put April 12th on all the stuff at the beginning, which is a Wednesday. So we never do anything on Wednesdays because that's the live day here at Grove Street FM. All the shows are happening. And he messaged me. He was like, that's not going to work.
I mean, you can have the event. I don't know that we'll be there, but.
And I was like, no, I did the wrong date.
I had a panic mode though. I was wait, did we pick the 14th? Oh God. And then I had to check my notes.
No, I was scrambling. That was my fault. Complete error on the part of the executive director here. And Autumn, who created the flyers, looking at me all, like she didn't do anything wrong because she didn't. I gave her the wrong date and
she called me at 9:00 at night.
I did. I was like, can you fix it?
Oh my gosh, I need you to fix it, please.
Fix it now.
I couldn't. And I had already shared it all over the place.
It was all over the place. Everywhere.
But that's okay. We have people signing up, getting their job fair booth. And then we're going to be heavily promoting it out to the community because here's the thing, people, get off your butts, get a job. People need help. Businesses need employees. And we need you to get out there and help get those jobs and be working part of your society. That's what I have to say.
I have a question for your events.
Yeah, which all of them?
Yeah. Like, are otters allowed to attend?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
otters
good.
can
Okay,
come.
all right. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know the policy.
Let me talk about Grover
Yeah.
because he was at my last coffee talk.
I saw. He didn't tell me he was going, and then all of a sudden
He showed
pops
up,
I'm
and
like,
he
dude,
was like a hit, man. He was the
Aw.
life of the party at
he's
the
great.
the past coffee talk event. I mean, he
Yeah.
was networking like I have never seen. He doesn't even need to attend networking 101 when I do those
No.
seminars because he had it down. I
He's
mean,
on
he
it.
was
He was dancing on
That was it.
TikTok. I mean, he was all over.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
get it, Grover.
I had to tell him to calm down for a minute. I was like,
I
Grover,
know, right? Like
other
it's-
people need to.
It's
need
a
to
family
stop.
event, Grover. Settle down.
But yeah, but I think one of the great things about our events is they are open to everyone, not just our members. We do have like with the Lead On Summit, we do have a non-member price. I don't do that for Empower or for the job fair because I just want that to be open to anyone. I just want you to come on out with the Lead On Summit because it's more business related. I do because my members do pay to have discounts and to be a part of things. And so we've got that going on for them. So yeah, if you're out there listening, make sure to sign up. CVABC.org. Get your tickets quick because Lead On is halfway sold out and Empower sells out every year. I have a waiting list every year for that event.
Wow.
So you're definitely going to want to get your tickets ASAP
That's
on that.
great.
And we're working on, so the keynote, I thought we were going to have the surfer. I think I've talked about her.
Yeah, you did.
So
yeah.
she can't come. So I'm bummed.
Aw, yeah.
But I'm just going to put this out there. We have put in a request and the contract is being worked out that potentially, I'm just saying potentially. What's her name, Autumn? I'm going to say it wrong.
Put me on the spot. Hold
It's
on.
Carmen.
Is it Carmen?
Yeah, I
Her
think so.
first name?
Carmen Giamatti. It's Lady Gaga's mother.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. So I'm
good
super
Lord.
excited if she comes back with a yes that she can attend.
It's Cynthia.
Sorry, Cynthia. I knew it
Cynthia.
started with a C.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Germanata.
Germanata, yeah.
Cynthia Gaga, right?
Yes. So anyway, her and Lady Gaga started a organization called Born This Way, and it is to talk with they speak with women and young girls a lot about mental health and mental health awareness and all of those things, and about how a lot of you're born with different mental illness or different things, and how do you overcome it, and again, I thought that would be great with our stories of resiliency coming in and talking about that and just how as women, we overcome different things, and I'm super excited. So I'm waiting to hear back on that. But
That's awesome.
it's kind of the breaking news
Yeah.
potential keynote. And I did ask how much extra it would be to have Lady Gaga.
Yeah, come and perform.
Apparently, they aren't able to do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep up.
I had the
Y'all know me.
pyrotechnics
I'm persistent
available.
though. I'm persistent.
we could do like a thing. I have a fog machine. Like we could dress it up for her if she comes.
Yeah,
Like we could.
How cool would that be though? Like, how cool would that be? That'd be the best thing ever.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be super awesome. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's my spiel for Empower and all those things. And so real quick, Woody, I want to
Yeah.
ask you, and then we've got a guest here today.
Yes, we have a guest.
we have a guest.
in
We have
studio.
we have another guest that's supposed to be coming in, but right now
Live in studio.
we do have a guest.
Yep.
Mason Kiffmeyer. How are you?
Yeah, hey, good morning.
I don't want to just leave
Good
him sitting
afternoon
over
at
here.
this
He's
point.
just
He's like, what is this otter talk? I don't know. Like what?
he's sitting over here like, why am I here? They're
Right.
just talking about all
Yeah.
kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
I did miss the otter.
Yes.
so-
Yeah. So Otter is the official mascot of Grove
Grover.
Street.
Yeah, Grover.
The Otter.
Yeah.
Grove.
The
Grove.
Otter.
I'm done.
I
I'm
don't
out.
know why every time I think about Grover, I think his last name should be Otterton from Zootopia.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like Grover Otterton.
I like that.
Grover. So look, we just named.
All right, yeah, got a last name
We
today.
just gave him his last name.
Grover got a new last name. There we go. I love Zootopia, by the way. So you're going to send me
I
down a
do.
different
It's a good
rabbit
movie.
hole.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a good
great
movie.
movie.
I love
My
that movie.
my 2.5-year-old daughter is obsessed with the soundtrack right now.
Oh, yeah.
So that,
Yes.
the what is it? The Shakira song.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
at the top?
Oh yeah.
Oh, ask
I'm not
for
gonna
it every
sing,
day
but,
on
you
repeat
know.
right now.
Yes. That one and of course Encanto. That's another one like the
Yeah.
soundtrack to that. All the kids love. I love that. I just
know
sing
it.
that myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking with Mason about stuff going on in the real estate world and just some trends, and then how he's pretty unique as a realtor in our area, and we're gonna chat about that. So but really quick,
Yeah. Real quick.
Woody,
Real quick.
the Otter,
Yes.
Grover,
Yes.
what's he doing? And then you've got something new coming out.
Yeah. He's got this is breaking news.
Okay.
Now we're working on our
We need a breaking news sound.
I know.
We're always talking about
I need
breaking
the bumper. No, we're working on producing in house his own like full fledged animated little series. So we played with it with Otter Nonsense, which was his podcast. But this is actually we're actually self producing a cartoon it's gonna be 6 episodes right now. And
are you gonna stream it? Is it gonna be on Netflix? Can I find it?
I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm excited.
Netflix pick it up.
So yeah, we've got the script. This is legit. Like I'm pretty proud of it because I've got the scripts and we've hired voice talent.
Wait a minute, I was just about to say, do you not need me for voice talent? What's happening?
We've hired voice talent, and it's like a whole group of people working
now
on
depressed.
it. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. And so the link that I posted, Grove Street Digital, was like a little company I set up just to kind of house we're just doing original content out of that for like Grover, Wendell. I have all these characters, and then we're actually, this is other breaking news, and then I'm gonna shut up. That we're actually doing a brand new character for the police department. And that will be in this universe, in the Groververse. And she'll have books, and she's going to be the female police officer of the town.
So like Judy Hopps, but female.
Yeah, it's going to be. So she and Grover, I think, might like each other. We don't know yet. We'll see where the book goes. Yeah, they might have a little connection there. So. Yeah, we got a lot going on.
Grover better be on his P's and Q's if she's an officer of the law. I mean,
that's how they met.
Make sure he's acting appropriately around town.
He was speeding through town, and so a lot of fun, like cartoon, fun, animated stuff coming out of the studio. Hopefully, so yeah, I'm excited.
I like it.
Thank
See,
you.
we'll have to get our own cartoon that's like a business person around town. That's like the local.
Well, it's
business
funny. It's funny you say
person.
that.
What?
Down the road, an idea has come about
I got you.
under this new thing. So for our shows that we do here, just stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. So,
well, for local voice talent, Heather Alto is always available.
I think you'll like the team. I think you'll like the team that I picked for this particular set of episodes. I think you'll like it because it's going to be like based on Grover and Wendell. Wendell is his really good friend, and they have a show, and the show has a name and it has fun. Is it based on the books too? Or are you incorporating the books? Wendell from the book is in it, but it takes place in the podcasting world, and it's funny and it's cute. So I'm excited to share it. I hope people actually watch it. There'll be short episodes, so stay tuned. That's all I got. I'm sorry. That's all Woody has for today. It's all for me. That's it. I feel like every single week Woody has something new. It's like, oh, here's Grover, and then it's like, oh, here's Grover's books, and oh, here's Grover the plush. Well, I needed a place to put this. Like I wanted a home for all of his stuff because I just got a million ideas if I can get to them. So it made sense to create a hub for that. Yeah. And again, like talk with the police department, they want a character and we're going to include her. So it's expanding, and I wanted to have a central place. And plus I really want to create some original content, and this is it. Some stories. It's going to be fun. It'll be cute. So. Right. Yeah. Well, and then you and I also have something that's going to be coming out soon. Yes. We got a new show. Yes. That's going to be happening. What is it? Soon. Did we settle on the name? Or are we still batting that around? I like the name because the name may be the name for something else we're doing too. So that name I like. Okay. So we're looking at calling it like Local Hype. Yep. Correct? Yep. Am I right? Yep. Yeah. So trademarked. It's you hear that. Local Hype. Copyright. It's copyright. So, and this is going to be really cool because it's going to be short, like 15, 20-minute interviews, documentary style almost with our members. And some of them may be where we're coming to your business. Yep. Potentially we may add video to it at some point. Yep. Starting off, it's just going to be voice, but it's gonna be really cool, and I'm really excited for it. And if you like that name, then you'll love the next project that we're not going to talk about that's coming after that. So right, we got a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. As Autumn's just over here eating her lunch. So Porterhouse Catering is at our office today again, set up. Are they there? Yeah, they're there. 805 Burkeville Road. What I'm doing after the. Yep, they're set up with pulled chicken, pulled barbecue, the best mac and cheese ever.
which is what Autumn is currently.
This mac and cheese is the hype.
Yeah, the local hype is the mac and cheese at Porterhouse Catering. That's
Yeah.
this
First
today's.
episode.
Just sit there and eat mac and cheese. Anyway, so Mason, sorry, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
I see. This is what I was talking
He's
about.
still with us.
I'm just
hasn't
thinking
got
about
up
the
in-
mac and cheese.
He hasn't got up
Mac and cheese,
Good.
otters. What else? Like, what
Literally.
else can we talk about?
That's right.
So the mac and cheese is like 5 minutes up the street. Like you should. It's delicious. It's but yeah. So that's what I was telling you about with Talk Local to Me. You never know what we're going to talk about, and it's very laid back and just kind of a lot of fun. I love it. We love being here on Wednesdays. I think
We
this is like
do.
my favorite thing
Woody
to do.
loves it too.
I do. I
He
look
looks
forward to it.
He does.
I love Wednesdays.
He's so sad when we can't come.
I do. It
He's-
messes up my routine. Like I don't feel like the same at the end of the day if a show doesn't come and y'all don't come. I'm like, oh,
He's like, oh.
I love it. I love it.
So, and so I'm really glad you are here today though, because we've talked before, and I wanted to kind of share with our listeners again. We haven't really we haven't talked real estate or anything on the show for a while, which is good. So I wanted to kind of share like what the outlook is right now, because we're going into the first quarter of 2023,
Yep.
and kind of see what what's happening out there with buying and selling and all those good things. But then I really want to share what you do, because I think, when people are looking for someone to help them with buying and selling, they want to save money the best they can, and or get the best I guess price or what for their homes, and you can really help with that. And I love like kind of your concept.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. First of all, let's tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about
Sure.
what you do and all those good things.
Yeah. So again, thanks Heather, and thanks Woody for having me on the show. My name's Mason Kiffmeyer. I work with Alliance Realty Group. We're out of Forest, and I actually grew up in Minnesota primarily. Kind of moved around a lot when I was a kid, but came to Lynchburg for Liberty, like many people, and then stuck around after that. Met my wife at Liberty. We got married and have settled down here in Lynchburg. And her family's just across town as well, so we love having them in town.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been in real estate for about a year and a half now, and I love what I do, and that's why I'm doing it.
Mhm.
I'd worked some other jobs previously, and it was more of a drudgery getting up to go to work in the morning. But real estate's something I'm passionate about. It's relationship based. I get to do crazy things like be on a podcast in the middle of the
Exactly.
day rather than sitting in my office.
And
So
talk about Grover otters.
exactly,
Yes.
and mac and cheese.
And mac and
Mac
cheese.
and cheese.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a mix. Every day's new. It's kind of spontaneous. And sometimes to share some of the negative too. It can be a little interrupting, right, with family life. I think realtors oftentimes have to work when other people aren't working,
Right.
To show houses. So that's weekends and evenings. I always have my ringer on my phone so I don't miss calls, because you never know when somebody's going to be
Mm-hmm.
calling about business. So it can be interrupting, but at the same time, the spontaneity, the action, the unknown of what's going to happen each day is fun. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. But
Yeah, I didn't really think about that, because I used to get phone calls like all the hours, and I finally had to put like do not disturb on my
Sure,
phone, because
sure.
I would get some people calling me at 10 o'clock, and my husband would be like, can you just clock out? But it's hard to clock out when
Yeah.
like for instance, like with us, not every business is Monday through Friday 9 to 5, and just like yours, with
Yep.
you, not everyone's looking for a house from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. They're looking things up throughout the night, or they're trying to call first thing, and the last thing you want is to have them call you and then you not answer, say go on to like the next person. They're like,
Oh,
oh well, I've
absolutely, yeah.
tried reaching out and I can't get a hold of them. So yeah, I bet you that would be really disrupting. I hadn't really thought about that.
yeah, I think for me, and I'm sure other real estate agents feel similarly, is kind of what you were just saying. It's almost like you can never turn off 100%.
Mhm.
It's not like you clock out at 5 and you don't have to think about work the rest of the day.
That's
and
true.
over time, I do think that is kind of straining mentally. So for me, one of the, I guess, strategies I use to kind of sit back and get some rest is I basically take a day off whenever I have a day off, whether that's on a Saturday or Sunday, or sometimes it's in the middle of the week. I work
Mhm.
maybe 10 or 14 days in a row without really much pause. And then all of a sudden on a Wednesday, I don't really have anything scheduled in my calendar. Well, that's my weekend, So taking the hours and the time as it comes to you is important to me. But beyond that, I think as well, having other people in the industry that kind of have your back, so you can go on vacation, you can get out of town for maybe a week, and somebody else can kind of handle your business. But
Mhm.
even then, really, I mean, there's still probably people trying to reach you, and it's very hard. There's probably a sacrifice in terms of losing a little bit of business
Yeah.
if you're gonna get away for a little bit.
I've tried to do much better about not bringing my laptop and stuff with me on vacation. I still bring it just
Yeah.
in case, because I'm like, well, I can, and I always try and make sure I look at it in the evening. Because if I start in the morning, then I spiral. I don't go out and do what I need to do. I'll jump in that rabbit hole, and then I'm working. But that's just the type of person that I am. But you're right, you can never fully be off, with that. So let's talk about, though, you do something a little different
Sure. Yeah.
than most realtors in our area.
Yeah, absolutely. So, at a baseline, most real estate agents throughout history in the United States, buy and sell homes at a 3% commission, right? So, if you're going to sell your house with a real estate agent, you're going to end up paying them 3% of your home sale price.
Right.
And generally, the seller is actually responsible for paying both the buyer's agent and the seller's agent.
Okay.
So, for a buyer, working with a real estate agent, in a sense, is kind of free. They're providing that service, and they're actually getting paid for by the seller of the
Mhm.
house. But the going rate traditionally has always been 3% to each agent, and sometimes that can be negotiated a bit lower, especially for higher priced homes. I think agents are willing to kind of take a cut to that 3%. But what I do differently is I, from the get go, just say I list houses for a flat fee. Excuse me. So rather than a commission percentage, regardless of what your home is worth, I list homes for a flat fee of $6,000. And to me, that's enough money to cover my costs that go into the listing
Mm-hmm.
and a healthy margin. So I, make money and provide food for my family at the
Right.
end of the day. But it's not some outrageous amount like $15,000, $30,000, depending on the size of your home.
Right. And I think that's really good because, a lot of these homes, like the values and stuff of homes are going up. And
Yep.
so, and then I know in the past, especially maybe the last, 8 to 9 months, you were seeing homes go for much higher than they were
Yes.
even listed. So when that's happening, then if they're paying a percentage, that's definitely more money out of their
Yeah,
pocket.
that just keeps going up and up. And, obviously real estate agents bring a lot of value to the table. And excuse me, I got something in my throat.
That's okay. I can sing and dance while you're. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a
But-
really good idea though, because I know when we bought a house, like the fees can add up
Yeah.
quick. Like
Right.
all of a sudden you look at the bottom line and the paperwork, like, good Lord, like I spent a ton, and like to know your cost
Up front.
right off is
Yep.
like, oh, okay, all right, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's I really like that idea.
Yeah. It's, I mean, for me, it was kind of two things. One, excuse me, I'm still having trouble here. One is I wanted to be creative. There are a lot of real estate agents out there, especially in Lynchburg. And as a newer agent, to kind of try and crack into the field and grow my business, I wanted to do something unique, something that would help me stand apart from the crowd a little bit, but still provide value. And so I saw actually other companies across the country doing this flat fee model. And then I did some research in the Lynchburg area, and I really didn't see anybody else doing that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a creative way for me to make more business, but at the same time, it saves people money,
Right.
And so far, I've been very happy with the result of just how it changes the dynamic between me and sellers.
It's the mac and cheese.
It is.
It's the
All the otter
he
talk.
just heard the mac and
Choking
cheese
him
over
up.
there. And he's like, "Woo!" He's just thinking about eating it. It's like stuck in my
Yeah.
throat.
I'm not gonna lie, not to change real estate. I think I am gonna go right after the show to Porterhouse and get some mac and cheese
You should.
and barbecue.
It's
So
delicious.
good.
just so y'all know.
We're
Get some of
gonna-
his coleslaw. Just try it out again.
Yeah, I will. I'll give it a go.
Okay.
I'll give it a go this time.
I ate the whole container, so I can.
But So are we good now?
We'll
We'll
see.
see how it goes.
I don't
See
know.
how it
The
goes.
more I talk, the more the
That's
throat
okay.
just kind of acts up.
He's so it just chokes him up talking about
Talking about how much he saved you
good
money.
this is for the community.
Right. Well, I think too, and I think we've talked about this before. There's so many people out there that don't want to lose money on, having to pay a realtor
Yeah.
to sell, and so you see all these, for sale by owner signs out there, and then eventually you see where a realtor's picked it up because most people aren't selling it themselves. Like, and I think they try to go out there and do that though because they want to save money. So I think working with someone like yourself that can, again, like Woody said, what the cost is going to be up front.
Mhm.
It's more helpful. And they don't have to worry about all that for sale by owner stuff.
Yeah. Ultimately, my goal is, with anybody I work with, I kind of two primary objectives is one, to reduce stress in the process, right?
Mhm.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I handle things that you may not know how to do. And then two is to make you more money.
Mhm.
My goal is that by working with me, by paying me, you will actually walk away with more money than if you had never called me.
Right.
And so I always have that the forefront of my mind. And so yeah, it's $6,000, but the advantages you get by working with a real estate agent are enormous.
Mhm.
And some of it is even just like a kind of a psychological thing in our country. Everybody's so used to working with a real estate agent that when you do a for sale by owner, it just kind of people have some questions going into it. They're not really sure. How can you trust if it's priced right?
That's what I was getting ready to say. I think
It
it's
just-
a trust issue too. when
Yeah,
they see that.
There's so many different factors that come into play, and so I've actually on multiple occasions, basically what you just said is I've reached out to for sale by owners that, and I don't call everybody, but
Mhm.
houses specifically that I'm like, I think they actually have it listed for a very reasonable price, like about what their home is worth.
Mhm.
And I step in, I show them what we can do, how we're going to market it for the flat fee, and I'm pretty confident that we'll make them more money by working with me. And that's exactly what's happened is, there's something about listing with an agent. You get the professional photos, the 3D floor plan, the layout, and
Mhm.
you blast it everywhere. You send it out to all the realtors, you market it on Facebook, different strategies, and it makes a difference. You're going to get more eyes on it. It's going to be taken more seriously. And at the end of the day, the hope is that, you potentially draw in multiple offers to be able to negotiate the price higher.
Right. So looking into, I know, like I was just talking about the last, I don't know, year. I'm going to just say year. There was kind of like these bidding wars on homes and stuff like that going on. Where are you kind of seeing the trend right now in our area? And I know Lynchburg is a different kind of breed of area, with the way the prices and stuff kind of look compared to the national. But what are we kind of seeing moving forward for anyone who's thinking about selling or buying?
Yeah, well, I would start off by saying I think one of the best resources for kind of up-to-date real estate data in the Lynchburg area is talking to your realtor. Whether you have somebody you trust and know, or give me a call. It changes every month, right? We're looking at new data every month as it rolls out, and oftentimes, and Heather, I think we've talked about this before, is what people are kind of hearing in the mainstream media or reading in news articles doesn't really apply to Lynchburg.
Right.
A lot of the stuff is these crazy big city Western markets, where prices are dropping or they're seeing these drastic changes. And that's not really what's happening in Lynchburg yet. So just to start is I would always point you to, somebody local that can talk about the market.
Mm-hmm. And I think, that's good advice because, I know people, especially like my husband is famous for this. Like he just Googles stuff. It's like, let me just Google it. and then like whatever Google says,
Yeah.
I mean, that is law. Am I not
Yeah.
lying, Autumn?
Yeah, unless you're me and he wanted to tell me you can't find everything on Google.
Yeah. So yeah, unless
And
you
I was
want to
like,
argue with him about it.
Isn't that what you do?
But,
Google
yeah.
or Zillow, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but I think that's a great idea to actually just sit down and talk with a local realtor about, what the market's kind of looking like before you decide whether to put your home on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. But to actually talk about kind of where we stand right now in Lynchburg, and when I refer to Lynchburg, that's my primary base, but I'm also, looking at Bedford County,
Mhm.
Campbell County, Amherst County, kind of the main four counties here. We're seeing it's been such an interesting time in real estate. Like over the last 3 years, I feel like everyone's kind of tuning into what's going on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this home prices have shot way up. And so if you own a home, you know, you're really excited. If you don't own a home yet, you're probably not so excited,
Right.
and facing higher rent rates, which is making it difficult for people. But, you know, compared to about a year ago, early 2022, home prices are actually up 14%, median home price in these 4 counties. So we saw a slight dip in home prices after last summer, summer
Mhm.
2022, but only really about 3%. You know, I think that's more of just a seasonal change as you come into the slower winter months. There's a little less competition for buying and selling. But I'm expecting it to kind of pick right back up here as we go into the summer of 2023. But what's really interesting is during that same time period, you know, referring back to about a year ago, early
Mhm.
2022, the number of home sales is actually down about 33%. So
Okay.
home prices are up, but the number of transactions is way down. So I feel like working in the industry, we've kind of felt this slowdown. You know, realtors are probably doing a little less
Mhm.
business. Closing companies are not, you know, not getting as many transactions going across their desk. But at the same time, prices have really held steady. So, you know, kind of looking forward, I mean, everybody, the question on everybody's mind seems to be like, you know, are home prices going to drop? And, you know, I think it's going to follow the greater kind of macroeconomic trend of this country, right? If we truly are you know, entering into a recession right now, I mean, history has shown it's a very cyclical cycle, you know, with the economy and then the housing market as well. So if the economy starts to turn downward and continues to shift downward and kind of
Mhm.
enter into a recession, well, I expect the housing market to follow. But that can take time. You know, it's not like it's going to happen next month. It has to gain some momentum,
Mhm.
and you're going to feel it really start to pull down before, you know, it really starts to drop. So for any sellers out there kind of, I guess, worrying if they should sell their home now, you know, to get out on top, you know, that's a valid concern. And I think you might want to start thinking about it, but you know, you have some time. I
Mhm.
never think you should rush into such a ginormous decision about buying or selling a house.
Right. Now, are y'all still seeing? I know at one point there was like a big need for homes because you had more sellers than you, I mean, more buyers than you had sellers. Are y'all still kind of seeing that, or is it's kind of evened out?
Yeah, that's still the case.
Okay.
The supply of homes is still pretty low, and you know, I would say at least in our market, sellers still seem to have the advantage when selling their home.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little bit of a, I guess it became a little bit more balanced in December and January,
Mm-hmm.
and even now depends on the home, but buyers are able to get a, you know, negotiate a little bit more. But for good homes right now, I mean, from what I'm seeing, most homes are still very competitive. Um, you know, you're probably facing up against other buyers.
And I think our area is unique in that, well, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of areas because there's a lot of college towns, but for us, kind of like what you were saying, you moved here from, you came here to go to Liberty and you ended up staying here. And I think that actually happens with a lot of Liberty students that you hear a lot of them say that they've come here and then they've settled here. But then you also see, now I don't know if your wife's family was like this, but did they move here because she was here?
They did,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because I see a lot of that. I see a lot of families, they end up just moving to the Lynchburg area because they've either come and visited here and then just fallen in love with the area and the parkway and like all the stuff around it. And so I think that's one reason we see such a big influx of people coming in wanting to purchase homes, or also why you see a lot of these townhomes and stuff going up all over the place because
Yes.
there's a need for
A
them.
lot of townhomes.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
every
so-
time I look around the corner, I'm like, oh, there's another townhome. Oh, there's another one too.
Yeah. So I think that's a big, piece of like our puzzle here in
Yep.
the Lynchburg area where we see a lot of those buyers coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, I don't know if it's possible to really see the impact that Liberty and those people have
Mhm.
had on the local economy, but I mean, it's huge, you
Mhm.
know. I think you make a good point.
Yeah. Well, and just not just, I mean, we have quite a many of the University of Lynchburg. You have,
Yep.
I'm never going to, I always say it, but I keep wanting to call it Lynchburg College. The Sweetbriars, here. And, there's just,
Randolph.
Randolph. So there's a lot of, we really are a college area, college town, I would say, or city, or whatever you want to call it. Like Lynchburg is a city, but I'm sitting here because Bedford's a town, Lynchburg's a city. You know, you kind of got to make sure you got all your words correct. But now, what are so right now? Because I haven't checked, but like, are the mortgage rates, have they trended down more? Have they gone back up? I haven't checked lately because I'm not sure how that plays into the whole housing market right now.
Yeah, so I think it was probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. We had a little bit of a reprise. Like they came back down, and I think people got kind of excited.
Mm-hmm.
There were some new buyers that maybe came back into the market with these lower interest rates. But last time I checked, they shot right back up and kind of reached a new high from what we've been experiencing.
Okay.
So still on the rise, and they'll probably continue that way as long as the Fed continues to raise interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
Until inflation's cooled. But talking to some mortgage lenders, I think there's this expectation that sometime, probably not this year, maybe late this year into 2024, maybe
Mm-hmm.
2025, rates will pull back maybe by like 2 percentage points. So there may be a better opportunity there in
Okay.
terms of interest rates. But something a lot of real estate professionals like to say is, well, in summary, is that the interest rate is temporary. The home you're buying is more permanent. So there's this phrase is that we like to use. It's date the rate, marry the home.
Okay.
So that basically alluding to the fact that even if you were to move into a home today at like a 6.5%, 7% interest rate, which is a little scary, your monthly payment's going to be higher.
Mm-hmm.
There's always the opportunity to refinance your loan down the road when the interest rate is lower.
Right.
So if you really like a home, but you're scared about the interest rate, know that the interest rate is temporary. Hopefully they'll pull back. Yes, you'll have a higher
Mhm.
payment for maybe the first couple of years, but hopefully there's an opportunity to refinance to a lower rate, and then you're at a lower monthly payment in the house you love.
Yeah. I kind of kick myself for not doing the whole refinance a year or two ago when all the rates went down. But then again, I'm also not, because I think I've said this before. Like my husband and I, we bought our house 20 some years ago, and it's just, I mean, we were young and we really didn't have much. So we just got a little double wide, but we love the land. Like I
Yeah.
love the land it's on. So right now I just want to bulldoze. I want to drive the bulldozer actually. And I want to bulldoze the whole thing down and just rebuild a home on our land. But even right now, that's kind of, it's kind of hard to do because contractors are so backed up with things right now. And I've heard, everyone's just like, now is not the time to go and try and build a home, but I really want to.
Yeah, I was actually at this home building seminar recently
Mm-hmm.
with a local builder, and they seem to give the impression that things are getting close to back to normal.
Right.
Like 2021 was a terrible year. 2022, for most, it was very tough for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think things are getting back to more normal, where things are a little bit more on schedule, and
Yeah.
what people are expecting is actually going to happen.
Well, that's good to know, because that's what I would really love to do. Because like I said, I love the property like my land
Yeah.
is on. I just I'm not, I'd like to get now that my kids are gone, I need a bigger house. Like they were here. I mean, we're all crammed in this little home, but it worked, but still. And I know they were having like a lot of supply issues, like stuff
Yep.
kind of just being sitting off the coast
Mhm.
and whatnot, whatever. And I think you're right. I think I've heard that is starting to kind of pick back up and it's doing better. But yeah.
Yeah, luckily me and my husband bought our home in March of 2020.
Oh,
So
nice.
it was like right
Perfect.
before COVID,
Yes.
everything happened. And I was like,
Mhm.
that was like perfect timing.
Yeah. Y'all did. Y'all got a good interest rate and everything
Yeah.
on that.
Like it was like perfect.
That's
So-
awesome.
Yeah. Well, tell people, so how, if they're listening in and they want to, get with you and find out, have you come, and even if they just want to chat with you about the market or see how they can use your services, what's the best way for someone to get a hold of you?
Yeah, I mean, quick Google search of my name, Mason Kiffmeyer. You'll see my website, my contact information pop up. But yeah, my website's kind of a wealth of information about what I do, and also my contact information. But yeah, feel free to give me a call anytime or text me. Like I said, my ringer's always on, so I'll probably answer the call unless I'm sitting in a podcast on a Wednesday afternoon.
That's
or
right.
something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I also I've seen your billboard quite a few times. It
Really?
looks really good. Yeah, the one in Windhurst.
Oh yeah, I appreciate.
Yep,
Well,
I've seen it a couple times.
Kudos to the
There you go.
CWBC for
Boom.
giving the discount on that.
Well, and I didn't even realize that you guys had it going. I guess I don't know if did Andrea help you get it set up or something. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm just driving. I'm like, hey, there's Mason. I see him. Okay, it was good. It's good. It's very eye catching.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So yeah, just to let you know, it's up there. I've seen it.
Okay, people are seeing it.
Looks good. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show with us. I really appreciate it. And again, guys, reach out. Like I said, you can do it yourself, but talk to someone professional. And even if it's just you want to get their opinion, but I Mason can definitely get it done for you. So reach out to him, and if you're looking to buy or sell your home in the next, well, whenever. I mean, I'm sure even if you called him next year, he'd be happy to help you. But if definitely recently, get with Mason. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Heather. Thanks, Woody.
I feel like today is just like random. I'm just like, I feel like I'm all over the place today. Like, what is happening?
It's one of those weeks.
It is
That's
one of
what
those
it is.
weeks.
It's a new month. We're coming off a short month, right?
Yeah.
Busy month, and then you lead into another one, and then it's just it's kind of chaotic. This
Yeah.
is a crazy time of year, though. I
Yeah.
don't think the seasons know what they want yet.
Seasons definitely don't know.
Are we
because-
winter? Are we spring? And then going from February to March is like, well, that's a transition. It's just a bunch of transitions right now.
Because I didn't want to work yesterday. It was so
No,
pretty
I know.
outside yesterday.
It's
I was
hard.
like, how is it February? And then you know what'll happen? I'm going to plan something outdoors. So our
Yep.
putt-putt tournament is in April. It'll snow.
It'll be 30.
Watch, it'll snow
it'll
right
be
on my head.
33 degrees that day.
Yeah. I don't get it. I
No.
don't get it. So, I've got a lot of things going on though. A lot of trips and stuff coming up. Oh, so let me just tell you, I'm trying to get on the show because you know me. I'm always trying to find somebody that I'm trying to get celebrities. So I've had like Charles Eston on.
Yep.
I've had the Miss Virginia
Yeah.
and different people. So I'm going to see at the end of this month. Nope. It's in June.
Yeah,
I don't know when
June.
it is. Shoot.
Wow.
I'm gonna
That's
get there at
like-
some point.
Yep.
But so Sarah Evans
Yeah.
is
Okay.
coming in concert to the Harvester
Okay.
right down the street.
Yeah.
Not really, but Rocky Mount. That's not that far away. So I'm going to see her in concert. And I was talking to my husband because we just got general admission seats,
Yeah.
but you can pay, I think it's $135, and you can do like a meet and greet with her
Yeah.
after, where you can go and like get your picture taken and talk with her and get like some autographed stuff.
Mhm.
Well, so I told my husband, I said, you really should buy me a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And I said, but just me, because it's $130 some a person, and
Yeah.
we're not paying that much just for all of us to go see. So just me. And he was like, what am I supposed to do? Just hang out on the corner till you
Yeah.
get
Sit in
done?
the
I said,
car. Yeah.
sure. I said, you can pay for it. And then,
Yeah.
but he actually had a good idea. He was like, well, why don't you try and contact her and see if she'll do like Charles did
Yeah.
and join us on the show beforehand, and let her know that you're coming to the show, but you just want to chat with her. So I'm gonna see what I
Great
can
idea.
do.
He's
I'm
got
always,
a good idea there.
I'm always trying to pull off something crazy
Yeah.
to bring somebody on the show. I don't know. I need to figure out more how to start just like sending stuff out and get all these people to come on and talk. I'm trying to find like local like celebrities that were like born here. You know what I'm talking about? That like they're really famous now, and they don't come here all the time, but
Yeah,
they
like
should be on my
Grover.
show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Grover, of course.
Yeah.
Grover,
He's
of
still
course, can
local
come on.
though. He'll hang around.
But I mean, there's like, so I don't know. Does everyone know that? Do you remember Skeet Ulrich?
Yeah. He was in the Scream movies.
Yeah, he was born here. He was
What's her
born
name?
Connie
Connie
Britton.
Britton.
Yeah. Nashville.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
The blonde girl from Two Broke Girls. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Joy.
Yes.
Yeah, she went to Jefferson Forest. So I mean, there's all kinds of people that are. You just gotta do a little digging, and I'm gonna dig, and I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna get them on the show. So, and then we got the celebrities like Jeremy Lasser, who just walked in.
Oh man,
Yeah, see, from
tax season has been
tax
hectic,
resolution.
man.
Yeah, he had to be. He run a little late. He was getting his taxes done, working with people. How's it going?
It's going good. I've been in the office till 1:30 for this whole week.
In the morning?
Yeah, stay in at 1:30, get up at 7, do it all again.
Shoot. Nope.
That only because I can't find any help. I mean, so I got to do it myself.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. See, I was just talking about we're doing a job fair in April, and
Oh, really?
I'm telling people like so many businesses need people. They need help. They need people to get off their butts and come work. And I think some people are just being too choosy about what they do. Like, I mean, come on, get out there and just get a job, right?
Yeah, we live in a different day and
I
time.
mean, I can't just come do taxes because I don't know nothing about taxes.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess you do have to have in some places you have to actually have experience or whatnot, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. So, what are we talking about today?
Taxes.
Okay, well, all right, I got you.
I'm just messing. You know what's funny? I found my list.
Oh, good.
It was a picture I took, and I was looking in the wrong spot.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm glad you found it because I know we were concerned.
yeah, I know. I was too.
You put a lot of
I did. I put some time
work into that.
but I'll piggyback off of that. So let's see.
Okay. And we're about halfway through tax season now, right? For like regular people,
I mean,
like-
traditionally said, yeah, but really,
because it's March
a lot
1st,
of
in case you
people-
didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. It seems that tax season is not the same as what it was, 5-10 years ago. It's
Yeah.
people are coming in later and later.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed the past, few years here. So
Right. But I mean, it's still April 15th, right?
it's April 15th.
that's the cutoff?
That's the cutoff, or unless it's on that falls on that Friday, then it's the 17th.
Right.
So,
Autumn's giving me mean looks.
What
because-
about for Virginia LLCs that are pass throughs? When are their taxes due?
is it a partnership?
No, sole proprietor, but it's LLC.
Oh, they're due April 15th.
Hot dog. Okay, thank you.
No. Hot dog.
I
Yep.
was asking for a friend.
Oh,
Okay,
for Grover?
Yeah.
Grover's trying to do his tax?
They
Gro-
both friends.
Grover's sweating. He's sweating that due date. Like,
Yeah. Hey, coming off a pandemic like that, we're all out here booking and trying
Mhm.
to get the money, and taxes is the last thing on your mind. So
Yeah.
I'll probably be doing a lot of extensions, but
Yeah. See, I mean, extensions work. See, Autumn's looking at me because last year I was
Uh-oh.
helping her. And so I filed an extension for them. And then I waited until the very last minute of their extension to file their taxes.
it puts a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I gave her that
She
stuff.
kept going,
and-
did you do it? I was like, oh, I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it
tomorrow."
this afternoon. Never
I
did
mean,
it.
there's stuff happening. I got stuff
It
to
was
do.
like October, November. I was like, did you ever
I
file
am
my taxes?
not a tax professional.
She's like, no. She's like, I have till today. I said, well, you better get it.
heavy on the professional.
Oh man.
Heavy on the professional.
Hey,
So
that's
anyway,
that's some pressure right there.
I know.
It is.
I know. So,
Guess who's not doing my taxes this year?
nope, sure enough. And I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. So yeah. So it's March 1st. People should be making sure they got their stuff together and turning it in by April 15th. Correct?
Well, I mean,
Or
you
no?
can say April 15th, but I can almost guarantee you, if you wait to that time frame, ain't nobody taking you in. Nobody.
Right. Okay.
Nope, they're not going to do it because they're already under a lot of pressure. So you got to get them at least 5 days ahead of time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you may get lucky and catch someone, 2 days out, but that means they not busy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But honest truth though, I try to take people up to 2 days, but I won't guarantee it'll get done though. I always tell them it's going to be an extension.
Okay.
Yeah. So I actually moved it out to 5 days, but if it's something simple, I know I can just go in there and put, we got a little bit of time. I can put their name and get an extension going. I'll do
Right.
it. Yeah, but I'm not guaranteeing nothing.
So let me ask you with extensions, like what is I know it's good to have that extra time, but what are the negatives to doing
Oh, that's a good question.
an extension?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
what
you
are
go.
those negatives?
Autumn doesn't need to know.
I need to know.
Okay.
It doesn't
Wait a
matter
minute.
anymore because it's already done. Well, we don't fight over here. So anyway, yeah, just tell us.
All right. So, anyways, extensions are great. There's really not any negatives except for one.
Mm-hmm.
The one negative is all taxes are due April 15th, no matter if you filed an extension or not. So some people actually get refunds, so it will not affect them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you owe and you file near the end of the extension,
Mm-hmm.
those taxes were due April 15th, so you'll get a penalty on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Yeah, if you get a
probably.
refund, you're not gonna get a penalty because the IRS owes you money. So,
Yeah. You're good.
So to the ones that
You didn't get a penalty.
generally owe.
She's looking at me all hateful. All right, so thank y'all for joining us at Talk Local to Me today. Your host is going to have to leave the room. I'm just kidding. No, no, but that's good to know. Because like you said, I'm sure you're going to be filing a lot of extensions for people.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. I mean, last year I think I filed 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it just seems like people doing later and later, and because it's mainly the small business owners, and in the society we're in today, a lot of people are starting their own businesses. So
Yeah.
that's what we're getting.
Okay. Now I know like there's some though, like some small businesses don't always do they're because I know like our taxes are on a different quarter, like because ours were due February 15th, I think. March.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're
I mean, they're done because I have somebody who doesn't, but I mean, I just know that I had to give her all the info for them.
that's good. Good for
Yeah.
you, Heather.
Yeah, Heather ain't doing them.
But if you're an LLC partner, multi-member LLC,
Okay.
which is pretty much a partnership, or an S corp, then those are due March 15th.
Okay.
If you don't have your stuff together, then you need to be getting with your accountant pretty much now and get an extension filed.
What about nonprofit organizations? Do they follow the same?
Those are due May 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. There's just so many different dates, and it gets confusing.
That's why you got to come to the
That's
expert.
why, yeah, you need to go because if you just Google it, I'm telling you,
It's too much info
Too
out
much
there now
info.
for people to dissect. That's where the professionals. I mean, see, here's the thing that I see, and I can just see that we're not even going to be talking about this, which is fine.
probably not because
Yeah,
we're
wrapping.
we're gonna be wrapping up in an I don't know, just a little bit, but
It's okay.
We got you back on soon.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I know what I know what my list is.
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad we found it.
Essentially, I lost my thought, Heather. What was I talking about?
We were talking about all the dates and Googling and
Oh
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
things.
So nowadays, so you got all these business. So like in any industry that I've known, it's pretty much overfilled. Like there's a lot of accountants, there's a lot of attorneys, there's a lot of realtors, there's a lot of marketers, there's a lot of everything in every field.
Right.
But what I've noticed is the ones that stand out are the ones that either are getting designations or their education, or the ones that that specialize in a certain area.
Okay.
And that's the ones that are going to get the business because of what's online. Because you could read through a bunch of stuff all you want to and try to educate yourself, but then all you're going to have is a mess of information. And you don't know what to do with it. Now, some people can dissect it, and that's good for them, but it probably took them 50 hours.
Right.
Now, if you got 50 hours.
Because you always read conflicting things. Like
That's
you'll see
right.
one thing that says something, and then somebody else be like, oh, no, you can't do that. Or, you know,
Right.
that didn't work for me. And so then you're sitting there going, well, what the heck? You
Yeah,
know?
I had someone call my office the other day. They said an accountant told them they could not file head of household. Her and her fiance live in the same house, and they both have their own children. And the accountant told them they could not file head of household. And I was like, yes, you can. I was like, why? Wow, I didn't. And I never try to shoot other professionals because I don't know what information
It's
that they
also illegal
receive.
when you shoot them.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I know what
Little
you're saying.
messy.
I know what you're saying. A little
Yeah.
messy.
Because sometimes I don't know what information they receive.
Yeah.
So but you know, that's me maturing. But when I was younger, I'd be like, oh no, they didn't do that right. You need to come over. I'm gonna show you. I don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
But yeah, it's a lot of misinformation or confusing information. So, and I think, like you were saying, it's with any field that you look at, that you want to look more towards a professional to help you with instead of trying to go at it on your own. And I would think in the business part of it.
yeah.
Because I wouldn't even be able to tell you, looking at all the different business laws, tax laws, and things like that.
You don't want
How
to
to go
get
about doing it.
I mean, the thing is, you don't want to get into all of it. I mean, like even me, like I may be a tax professional, but like I can go try to learn marketing.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you start with marketing, there's so many areas in marketing that exist. So you're gonna try and learn in all them areas and be good at them,
Right.
and still be good at your craft. You can't.
Yeah.
Your brain is not gonna be able to get all that in that time frame. I mean, I try to read up on Facebook ads, Google ads, and I took all the training and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know. It's not enough,
Right.
and it takes too much of my time, and then it stresses me out.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
That's why I hire a professional. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I got old Woody over here at
There
Grove
we
Street
go.
FM. Yeah, Watts Creative.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm horrible about marketing, graphic design, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Now Autumn over here, she does well with all that stuff, but I'm not. So for me, it was more of a weight off my shoulders to know, like, okay, I can message Woody and say, hey, can you do this flyer for me? Can you handle this for me? Because if I sat there and spent the time to try and do something, that's a waste of my time. That's a waste of business hours and like stuff that I could have been putting towards something that needs to be
Yeah.
done versus just, delegation. That's a big thing. I'm trying to learn more about.
Yeah, they say that
delegating.
you should be focused on the top 20% of your work that drives revenue, and you shift out the other 80.
Mm-hmm.
That's sometimes hard because when you get somebody else in to do some of that work, they never do it to the level you would do it. So
Mhm.
then you hold on to it,
Right.
but you need to release it. Because reality speaking, when somebody does something that you're trying to explain to them to do, they can only probably get about 60 to 70% of that. So you got to be happy with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a hard time letting go of
You
different
need to let
things.
go.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And you got to be thankful that they're willing to step in and do it. I mean, that's just a mindset shift. That's
Yeah.
I mean, it's something I've had to learn since I started. I remember when I first started with that concept, and it's hard because you like, I can just do it myself.
Well, you also look at it as money saving too, though, because like if I could do graphic stuff, I'd be more apt to be like, no, Woody, I'm good because I don't want to spend the money on it, and things like that. But like sometimes you have to also see that the money is worth it too for your own peace of mind and your sanity and all those things. So yeah, I agree. I agree with that a lot. So you definitely want to hire a professional. So if you're out there trying to slog through your taxes and it's March 1st, guys, you only got much time. And you're not sure, you need to contact Jeremy and let him slog through your taxes for you because
It's easy for me.
It's easy for him.
Yeah, I can just
for you, you're probably sitting there throwing things across the room.
hours.
I mean, that's what I do.
Weeks.
How they get a hold of you?
www.taxresolutionaccounting.com, and we're on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Okay. Well, I think Jeremy's on with me again next week. Probably. I feel like Jeremy's on with me
think
a
so.
lot. We're good friends. But we're gonna have all going through March and stuff. We're gonna be having some, making sure we have you guys, where y'all need to be with your taxes and all the things that you may have questions on. And like I've said before, if you have a question that you want me to ask, you can send those questions to us. You can send it through our Talk Local to Me
Through the app.
the app.
Right through that Grove Street FM app.
Yes, you can send it. You can send it right
Easy.
there, and we can ask those questions for you. So if there's something you've been Googling yourself and you're getting conflicting statements, and you want me to send it to Jeremy, let me know so we can do that. But
Don't forget your estimated tax payments. They're coming up.
and whatever those are, don't forget them because Jeremy said so. Yes, but I'm sure we'll talk about that sometime soon as well. All right, guys, it has been a show. It has been a show all over the place today. If you haven't heard, Mac and Cheese is up at 805 Berks Hill Road. Go up there and get you something from Porterhouse Catering for lunch. And we will talk local to you again next week.